Hey y'all, welcome to the channel. And I know what some of you are thinking right now. What? Another boat video? It's what I'm doing right now. And that's what the channel generally revolves around. And before we jump into this magnificent machine right here, I just wanted to say real quick, you gotta look back in the history of the Random Andrew channel. We did do RC stuff for a long time, though my videos didn't get a lot of views. I did have a lot of support, and a lot of people still are subscribed nowadays, hey y'all, that came to the channel when we were into RCs. So, it doesn't mean we're going strictly dedicated to RCs right now. It just means this is what I'm doing. Soon we will be getting it back out. We've got a few locations in mind. We will be getting back to doing the other stuff you've seen on the channel. Right here, we've got 34-inch hull. It's 34 inches long. King of Shaves. This is the electric King of Shaves. It's been done on a few different models. This scale, one that's a lot longer. I think it's a 55-inch, but it's only a single prop system. This guy here, he's sporting two prop shafts. Well, not right now. I have to get a new flex shaft. We'll get into that stuff in a minute. I just wanted to take a minute and let you guys admire the shape and the style of this boat. This is actually the most professional RC boat I have in my collection to date. These aren't made anymore. These are a discontinued boat. And it's pretty light. Mind you, there's no batteries in it right now. So once you add the batteries, usually you pick up quite a bit of weight. Now for those of you who aren't into RCs at all, let me assure you, if you look up on YouTube, the King of Shaves race boat, you will see this thing take a terrible, terrible crash in real life though, like the full-size boat. Anyways, let's dive into it real quick. Show you guys what we're gonna have to work on. Nice hand-laid fiberglass, the whole boat. It's got a nice tray already in it, like a professional job should be. And you notice right away, there's a few things missing. The radio, for one. The radio in it is no good. I could not get it to work. And it kind of smells burnt. So I just put that in the pile for now. You see nice big battery trays. It's got ESC mounts. These are just a 380 sized motor. So generally you would find these in a 16th scale RC. Not this one. You'd expect to see a 10th scale motor in something this size, right? But you've got not just one, we've got twins. And you see this side does have, I put the flex shaft back in, repaired the connection coupler here. Nice hard motor mounts in here too. As well, I went to the other end, and the one prop that it did come with, you know I'm going to float test this thing and just see what the drive is like for one side. Get a taste of what it's going to be like, what it's going to sound like. Onto the ESCs. Let me set this up and I'll show you guys what I mean by onto the ESCs. This is kind of complicated. So this boat originally came with two ESCs. Two of these guys right here. I'm trying to work with the lighting for you guys. You know my history of videos. You know my lighting is not the best. I'm not a pro. So there's one ESC. Here is the other ESC. They tuck back up in here, connect to your motors, and power it. And they work on independent batteries themselves. You're not doubling up batteries and then connecting to a system. Each will get its own 3 to 6S batteries. Well, actually, yeah, this says 2 to 6S LiPo. Lithium polymer batteries got a lot more punch for those who aren't into the radio controlled world. There's several different types of batteries you can use, and LiPos are a pretty good standard as long as you care for them properly. Now, when I hooked everything up and gave her a test go, only one of these ESCs is actually turning on and beeping the motor. The other one just does nothing. But if you try and hook this up on its own, it won't turn on without this one hooked up. And if you reverse some of the setup, nothing happens at all. You try and run this one on its own, it doesn't beep the motor, but it'll turn the receiver on. Try and hook this one up by itself, it would beep the motor if the receiver will turn on, but it'll just sit there and beep like it's waiting for throttle signal. So it's kind of weird. I've never owned a remote control vehicle with two power systems like this. So it's going to be a big learning experience. And being that you have to have twin, and I can't find the one to replace this one, which is most likely dead, but it's still running the power through to power the receiver. If it were here, it would be right here. I'm just going to have to order myself 2 new 60 amp ESCs to twin up in this thing. And some flex shaft pieces. I got to get a flex shaft here from Offshore Electrics. They seem to be a mighty fine company out there on the internet and supporting RC boats. They even have a nice few boats of their own, and they carry some of the top names that I'll probably never be able to afford, but I love to look at them. So yeah, all we need to do is get a flex shaft in here. Bearings for the end are on their way, and we'll be talking about these batteries in just a minute. Won't be long before this boat is in the water, and I can show you guys what a ripper it's going to be. I don't know exactly how fast, but we will have room in here to put a baggied phone with some kind of GPS tracker program, some kind of app that allows us to show how quick it moves, maybe what the G's are like out on the water. Who knows? That's coming in time. But I wanted to share this beautiful machine with you guys and show you exactly what we're working with. Now, when I had the chance to make the trade and get this, I didn't really know much about it. I looked it up, seen what it was, seen what it can be set up, saw a few videos, not many on the internet. No videos sitting here explaining through this thing. It's not brand new at the box, okay? This has had a few orders. And now it's come to me where we can work some magic with it. My plan, if I had a little bit of help, a little bit of assistance, say sponsorship, to financially afford what I want to do, I want to remove these motors. I want to put in 2 10th scale motors and probably at least 2 90 to 2 120 amp ESCs to amply power those motors, and then we could really push the limits on what it'll do. And then we can run some seriously aggressive props. Hear me out. These things were a mighty fine race boat in their day, and I think we can make it live up to those standards. In case you guys are wondering why I haven't shown myself on the video today and you only see my hands, it's because this is the kind of day where I only have the face for radio, if you catch my drift. So, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, the King of Shaves, that has been our presentation. I hope we can get it in the water and show you guys soon. Other projects still on the go. Before I let you guys go, I want to talk a quick minute about these F-Conergy batteries, if I'm saying that correctly. We've got here's a 5500 milliamp hour 3-cell battery, 40C capability. It's not the strongest battery, but it's definitely not the weakest. Now this is not the first one I ordered. This one was a direct and like literally almost overnight replacement for this one. Yeah, well, they replaced it, so I decided it's time to figure out what happened. If we look right under this yellow tape here, if my phone will focus. Oh, come on, phone. I set this down gently. I don't want it falling and anything bad happening. Yeah, it's not going to focus for you guys. Anywho, there's a tab that comes up out of the battery, and it's a metal tab. It folds over, heads away from the camera, and you could see a dark line as much as the phone's going to show it, where it's split. Somehow, some way, it's split. It's got no power to the mains, and you can't really get much for reading off the balance lead without holding it a certain way. And it's not safe to be used right now. Hopefully I can find somebody who'll be able to help me fix that. Just connect that tab again somehow. Yeah, I'm still trying to get it to focus for you. And then I could have 2 of these batteries. Good, I still have the casing and everything. Didn't damage anything pulling it apart. Don't try doing that at home. Unless you've seen a few people do it and you have an idea. If you accidentally puncture one of these cells, you're done. It's like playing with a grenade. Yeah. So, got a hold of the company, let them know. Was willing to send it back. I don't think they wanted it back. They just sent me a new one. And if I can't fix that one, I will be ordering another one because they supported their you know, they supported their product, they stood behind their battery, and got me a new one right away. So we're running 2 of these in the King of Shaves. Alright, well, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed my little presentation of our new acquisition into our armada of fine boats. We'll be getting back to doing some other videos soon, don't worry. RC stuff is not going to commandeer the channel. Like I said, it's what I'm up to right now. And finding content otherwise is not the easiest during this COVID period. Thanks for watching, guys. Like the video, share, subscribe, yada yada yada. I'm out of here.